You want me to put that on my todger?
Harry's wife. You're a shitty ass person. Well, that's certainly to the point. Is this Harry's wife making a pronouncement about somebody else? Or might it be that it is somebody talking about her? Well, addressing the former, it's certainly the case that a narcissist would insult somebody and would do so frequently and regularly. Anybody can insult another person, of course, but the driver behind it varies dependent upon what they are. And for a narcissist, insult is a rudimentary form of manipulation that the narcissism utilizes for the purpose of provoking that person so that they respond. Their response, whether it be tears, anger, upset, amounts to fuel for the narcissist. The narcissist has no emotional empathy and therefore is unconcerned by the effect of such an insult, save in terms of the issue of control and drawing fuel. And therefore, narcissists will regularly insult people. Narcissists also, of course, find themselves on the receiving end of insults as a consequence of their behaviors. Trampling on people, abusing people, ending relationships suddenly, cheating, stealing, whatever it might be. There's a whole raft of behaviors that narcissists engage in which results in people deeming them to be a shitty-ass person. Labeling a narcissist as such is challenge fuel. You're providing fuel as a consequence of those words that you're using by calling them shitty ass. You're also, with the tone, providing fuel, and undoubtedly, if it's delivered in person, your facial expression and body language, the look in your eyes, etc., all provide fuel to the narcissist. So irrespective of the fact that it's an insult, the narcissist is getting something that they want. Of course, for some narcissists, they will just laugh it off because of their high control threshold. It amuses them to be labelled as such. Others positively revel in it, where they're a highly provocative narcissist. They'll engage in some shithousery and enjoy the fact that people will be calling them an arsehole and a wanker and a shitty-ass person, etc. But for a narcissist such as Harry's wife, if she's called a shitty-ass person, it really is a challenge to her, because it contradicts the view that she has of herself as being kind and empathic. But what's behind this? Is it Harry's wife calling somebody else this, or is she being called? Well, let's find out. Fox News explains that Harry's wife and Prince Harry have been threatened with a defamation lawsuit by a YouTuber who was featured in the documentary series. Emily Trainham writes, Prince Harry and Harry's wife may be facing legal action. Narcissists often use legal action, and we've seen the repeated instances of Harry's wife using it for the purpose of asserting control. Legal action against a narcissist, naturally, is a threat to that narcissist's control, but it invariably provides a platform for the narcissist, and certain narcissists will drag out the court procedure because it's simply a stage for them to issue control and garner fuel, etc. That's why you have to think very carefully with regard to taking legal action against a narcissist. And I, through consultation and also my excellent assistance package, How to Handle a Narcissist at Court, set out key considerations that you should have regard to. In a documentary series about their lives released last year, it was claimed that a majority of the negative comments posted online about the Duke and Duchess were from a few accounts. You may recall that nonsensical report from one Christopher Boozy. And YouTuber Shalon Lester's image was shown as an example of one of those accounts. Lester has made several videos discussing Harry and Harry's wife's relationship. I haven't watched any of them, don't know what the content of them amounts to. But in a new video she shared, she's taking issue with their use of her image. Believe me, when I say I'm pursuing every opportunity, my lawyer's going to be mad at me to nail their ass to the wall for this, she declared in the video. Well, she's certainly coming out swinging, it would appear. It's defamation, it's slander, it's mischaracterization, and you know what else it is? Misinformation. She went on to say, Harry's wife and Harry can't seem to accept the plain truth. People don't like them. They don't like them on a micro level. People like me, where I'm like, I can see what a shitty-ass person you are, Harry's wife. I can see how manipulative you are. It strikes me that she's not necessarily helping her own case for creating such a video, but that's another matter. Lester continued addressing Harry's wife, and truly, if you wanted to make content, bro, do it about that. I would watch the heck out of a TED Talk with you saying, here's how to get your teeth into a rich man. Here's how to divide him from a family that's going to take something off your plate. Well, Shalon Lester's observations are certainly accurate in that respect, but Harry's wife would never do that because she doesn't see that she has got her teeth into a rich man. She doesn't see that she's divided him from a family. She believes that she was entitled to a relationship and that they love one another. She also believes that she saved him from that family, not divided him from it. And therefore the last thing she will ever do, because her narcissism doesn't allow her to see it, is create a TED Talk explaining how she manipulates. This YouTuber didn't share any further details of any plans for a possible lawsuit, though she did go on to discuss the Spotify controversy. According to a report from podnews.net, multiple sources claimed that part of the work done on Harry's wife's Archetype podcast show was done by other staffers, and that her voice and questions were edited into the audio after the episodes or interviews had been recorded. Senior Spotify podcast executive Bill Simmons seems to corroborate these claims during recent episodes of his podcast, calling both Harry's wife and Prince Harry fucking grifters. Harry's wife also took a blow after comments made by Jeremy Zimmer, CEO of United Talent Agency, one of the biggest talent agencies in Hollywood. Turns out Harry's wife was not a great audio talent or necessarily any kind of talent, Zimmer told global news website Semaphore when asked about the podcast cancellation at the 2023 Cannes Lions Advertising Festival in Cannes, France. And you know, just because you're famous doesn't make you great at something, he added. Harry's wife being labelled as a shitty-ass person in a vitriolic response from Shalon Lester, who joins the ranks of many people who really do not like Harry's wife, and being quite vocal about it. It'll be interesting to see if she does indeed take legal action against them. Ordinarily, people would just brush it off. But you see, once again, the way that Harry's wife behaves is that she was involved in wanting to slap down these people that were criticising her because she cannot handle the criticism because it's such a threat to control. She is not the type of narcissist that strides through the rarefied stratosphere and just looks down on people as beetles and thinks, ha, look at them, how hilarious, and then moves on to something more important. It really gets to her when she's criticised by an ordinary Joe on a YouTube channel. It really gets to her when a member of the public is quoted with something which is critical of her, because she truly believes that she's a lovely person. She truly believes that she's a decent human being, and she just cannot understand. She cannot process why anybody would criticise her, because she just is blinded to the way that she behaves, and therefore can only conclude that if you're criticising her, you're either a hater or a racist. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.